Hello there, everybody! My name is Kazm Vulfhart, aka King Kazm, whatever you want to call me, and welcome back to... This is not Legend of Zelda! I got Legend of Zelda on the brain, apparently. I think this is like the third time I've almost called a game Legend of Zelda. This is Pokémon, Violet specifically. The Bug-type Gym Leader run, even more specifically. And welcome back to another episode of me rambling! Don't worry, I'm not going to ramble about X or Twitter or whatever it is now. This time, anyways. Am I crazy or is that cave glowing? Wait. Oh, it's the Titan's cave, duh. Like, why can't I go in this cave? It's the Titan's cave. Yes, no, I can't go back in the caves for the Titans. That'll be a rant I can do. But no, I'm gonna rant about the fucking Game Freak. Game Freak, the Pokemon Company, whatever you want to go call them. I have such a big gripe with how they do certain things. So as you have noticed in the last episode, part of the issue that I have been having lately, it's not actually an issue, it's more of a gripe. Actually, I want to hit the right button. Thank you. Okay, so face north. So here's that. And as far as I'm aware, how far did I make it? I think I made it like this far and stopped. Because I think... Yeah, there's... So this shrine should be divided roughly around like here? I think. I think I can go all the way up to probably Zapapico. And still be able to find the stakes. This is a kind of thing... Oh, hey, look, speaking of Devil. So this stake mission, I enjoy a lot, to be honest, because I like collectathon games. I really do. I loved Sly Cooper. I loved Spyro. I love Crash Bandicoot. I love those games. So let me show you something that... Well, first off, let me show you something that's bugging me. Can't see the stake very well, can I? Why would you... Like, I can't even move the camera in this cutscene. I have one more to go, I believe. I believe I can fly. But, like, I get it. It's a stake that's, like, not even really all that impressive. I mean, I kind of think it's impressive. I think it looks cool. I'd like to see it more. But I'm not even asking them to animate me pulling the stake out and it crumbling to dust and disappearing. Have the camera be beside the protagonist. Like, from what I've seen so far, most if not all the stakes are pretty out in the open. Even if they are, like, up on rocks and stuff like this. Like, they're pretty damn obvious that they're supposed to be there. So I don't really see anything wrong with having the camera turn a little bit so that you can see the character and what they're interacting with. Like, I know it's really stupid to get irritated by this, because it really is just a pitiful gripe. But, like, for some reason, it just annoys me. It feels like there's no tender loving care behind the game. Like, a lot of people will talk about all the glitches and stuff. Like, right there was a little bit of glitching. I just saw it for a split second. Oh, seriously. What is this? This is a rolling field with nothing in it. I lied. It has a bunch of Tauros? There ain't no fucking way. Nope. So, I have mixed feelings about this field specifically. Mainly because I just discovered it. And by just discovered it, I mean, like, this is the first time I've actually been in it, even in both games. Well, kind of, maybe. I might have been in it in Scarlet and just not remembered. It feels so very empty. It feels like there's nothing here. But this would actually be normal in a Pokemon game. Or in a Pokemon world. It would be normal to have a world where the Pokemon, or the area, an area in the Pokemon, it's normal now. There are areas in most countries, not really much of America, if I'm being honest. Some parts of America. East Coast, definitely not. Kind of. In the world, there are areas where there's literally just rolling hills. There's literally nothing there. It's just something people pass through. That's not a bad thing. Having an area where there's nothing there is not a bad thing. We genuinely do kind of need more places like that, to be honest. That's more of a need for serenity than a need for anything. But in a Pokemon game, in a video game, that feels wrong, right? Like, I'm not the only one that thinks that, am I? Like, if I am, that's fine. If I'm the only one that feels that way, that's understandable. I've had situations happen like that all the time. But, like, if I'm not the only one that feels that way, please speak up in the comments down below. Please be polite. But that leads me into one of the gripes that I've heard other people talk about in the game. There are points where it feels like there's not a lot of anything happening. An example is like this. This is a field where a group of Tauros would make sense, but it's a field with only one Pokemon. And that feels a bit off. And I can see where people are coming from with that. I understand it. But another group of people have the issue of, well, this game has some major bugs and glitches and Pokemon spawning in walls, and you know what? Fair point. I'd like to draw attention to that as well, because that's a quality control thing. You need to be, you as a game dev, Game Freak, and or Pokemon Company. I keep switching them between the two because I no longer know what they want to go by as. Because like there are people out there advertising as the Pokemon Company. Whoops. Which is fair. If you want to advertise as a Pokemon Company, by all means, go for it. But they are also Game Freak. Like, I believe they are still advertising as Game Freak in the video game's opening credits. Well, actually, at this point, it'd be ending credits because there's no more opening credits in the game anymore. Except for just, like, the title card. But if your game is released with a bunch of bugs and stuff, focus on fixing them first. Do not, I repeat, do not focus only on the duplication issues. I get it, you don't want people to duplicate items. Really, there's no point behind it. Because guess what? You guys have included a way to duplicate items for years. It just is very time consuming. It's called owning two of the same system, which some people can afford, and owning two copies of the game, which once again, some people can afford. Or just having friends who are willing to, like, help you with this long endeavor. But, like, if you're gonna focus solely on removing all the ability to duplicate items from your game and not fix any performance issues, yeah, no, you deserve to lose money. That's not... by the way, I want to point something out. That is not specifically at other game devs. That is literally at Game Freak, who know better. They've been around for so long. They've made such a they've made a very popular, very well-received game concept. And then they go out of their way, they don't go out of their way, but like they cut corners and make things that are not good. Oh, hey, I am not where I wanted to be. I was just climbing a mountain. I forgot I was near the ground. Why is there a magnet zone? I was just climbing a mountain. Trying to find a steak. I like steak. Steak is good. But, oh, what issues have I touched upon? There's another issue that I wanted to touch upon. I mean, aside from the jank... Right, that's right, the shiny issue. So, I've expressed my issues in my Nuzlocke, but I'll express it here. With the coloration of some Pokemon. And the differentiation between them and their shinies. So, first and foremost, shiny Pokemon don't appeal to a certain group of people. And these group of people are, well, I mean, it's kind of varied depending on what they are dealing with. But this group of people has a disability where they can't see color properly. They're colorblind people. I am partially colorblind. I am mildly red-green colorblind. Mine isn't genetic. Mine is, for lack of a better term, corneal damage. I had an accident when I was like more of a young teen, and it caused me to go blind temporarily. And when my eyesight came back, it came back in grays and oranges, and then it restored, but it didn't restore 100%. So I'm pretty sure there's damage in my eyes because of that incident. So that's why I am technically colorblind. I did get tested. As far as I'm aware, nobody else in my family is colorblind. So I don't think it's genetic. I genuinely think it's damage inflicted. But yes, I am partially colorblind. And that makes finding the shinies a little bit difficult in some cases. Also, if anybody quizzes me on what a color is, I swear I'm going to ban you so hard it's not even funny. That is one of the most infuriating... Sorry, puppy. Infuriating things you can ask a colorblind person. That should not have been possible. It's like going up to a blind person and saying, hey, can you see this? Floating river room is just terrifying. Can you see this? And you hold up a drawing. Like, it's that level of insensitivity. I'm not saying it offends me. I'm just saying it's annoying. For me, it's annoying. Other people, I don't fully know. I can't speak for other people, but I do know it's annoying to hear somebody say, hey, what's this color? Because usually if somebody says they're colorblind, they will tell you straight up what colors they are colorblind to, because it is not all colors. I know actually, there is somebody in my family who is colorblind, but he's not blood related. He's married into the family. He's my uncle on my mother's side, married to her sister. And he's fully colorblind. But he tells me it's not exactly like what television portrays it as. It's more along the lines of like, yes, he doesn't see the colors, but there's a lot of shading that he can tell the difference from. So he can tell me the difference between like 2 different shades of white for painting. And he can do the same for the other colors. He just can't tell what those colors exactly are. Like, he can tell 2 different shades of blue apart from each other. And I think technically speaking, based on that logic, he can also see that reds and greens are technically different. I mean, it's all based on freaking light reflecting off the surfaces. That's basically all color is. Yeah! Nope. I just want the item. And then I heard a tiny idiot. Where are you? I'm being chased. Haha, right in your pockets. Almost couldn't see you. But yeah, it's annoying. It's not really, at least not for me, offensive, but like it's annoying. Because I tell people I'm red-green colorblind, and then for some reason they feel the need to test it. Okay, what's this color? And I look at it, and it's a red object. And I tell them it's red. And they're like, well, you said you're red-green colorblind, and I'm like, yes. I get red and green confused when they're beside each other. But if I've seen the color already... That's a lot of Passimian. So, to fully explain what my issue is, in terms of my disability, because it's not a hindrance at all, it just gets annoying for me to deal with. I struggle with shades of red and shades of green being close together. If red is by itself, I can tell that it's red. If green is by itself, like all this green, I can tell it's green. And if it's a blatant different coloration, like it's a bright red with a dark green, yes, I can tell the 2 apart. It is not me lying, it is literally me being able to tell the difference. The issue is, as the shades get closer to each other, they start to blend together, and I can't tell the difference. And it becomes difficult. But it does create a fucking hilarious interaction with the color purple. For some unknown reason. And it's only purple. Like, it's not me mixing the shades together. Because once purple is put next to blue, I can tell it's purple. It's so stupid. Every now and again, purple will look to me as if it is blue. And I don't fully understand why. Like, it will be a shade of royal purple, and I will look at it and be like, is that blue? Run your pockets. And my friends will be like, no, that's purple. I'm just like, huh. Well, I guess I can't see the red and the purple. I don't think that's how it works, but I like making that joke. But regardless, the reason I bring this up is because Pokemon has a habit of making Pokemon shinies that are super fucking identical. And I've never seen such a bigger middle finger to colorblind people than that. So as everybody should know, the biggest example, and probably the biggest offender, is Gengar. For those that don't know, Gengar isn't Gengar like a purplish blue and then he, as a shiny, gets darker? No, I think he gets lighter. I think he gets lighter, but like it's a very minute amount of lighter. And it's very hard for me to see the difference. Another prime example, if you all were watching the Pokemon Scarlet run that I had recently, I was trying to catch a Popplio, a shiny Popplio. I couldn't see where the shiny Popplio was. I don't think it spawned, but it was very difficult because I found out that shiny Popplio has a slightly darker blue head. Now, when viewing the two together, I could very much see the difference. The problem, believe it or not, was the lighting and the water effect. I hear you. Where are you? This has been an episode of me just running into gimme goals and running their pockets. You're down here. Haha. Run your pockets. If I can't find this within 5 minutes, I will go ahead and look it up. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be in here, but I might have either already gotten it or forgotten, or I misjudged where it is. It might be up there, actually. So let's go over there. Wait. Run your pockets. So, like, as an example, like, the Poplio incident, I had the guide open to show me what a shiny Poplio looked like. Unfortunately, all the Poplio in the game looked shiny because the image was taken of a stationary Poplio with no effect of being wet. Because as you know, in most games, being wet has some form of... Aha! I found it! This should be the last one? Am I right? I'm wrong? Was that not the last one? Hang on, let's go look. But, as many of you know in video games, in order to differentiate that a Pokemon is wet, you apply some form of filter or something to them that makes them look... I'm missing one? I'm missing one? I'm missing one? Sorry for that loud peek. Got that one. But you apply some sort of filter, make them look shinier, or like give them a little bit of gloss, and that's basically how you see that they are wet. Did I get that one? I don't know if I got that one. Hang on, we'll go over here and check. But that's part of the issue for me with the Pokemon Company and how they handle shinies. They make it difficult, and in Legends Arceus, they made it so good. Like, they did such a good job with showing you... Yeah, I did get it. With showing you what a shiny was. No, I didn't. It's over here. I'm dumb. Aha, this is the last one. I hate that camera movement. Okay. There we go. We've activated the shrine. By the way, everybody, you can use that. You can use this video and the previous video as a guide to figure out where they are. If you really want to catch these guys. One of them is really powerful. Actually, they all are kind of powerful in their own right. Look, the shrine! It's got nothing. Faint sound is coming from within the shrine. I will touch it! And now I get squashed. There's, like, no room in that shrine. It's a snail. It looks so cute! Kind of. Which one is your Tablets of Ruin weaken the attack? The music. The music. The music's on fire. The music. The music. The music's on fire. But no, legitimately, shiny Pokemon is handled so poorly in a lot of the Pokemon games, it's not funny. Ruination, what will that do to me? A lot! Ow! So, by the way, yes, I am catching these. Because it is technically part of the history teacher storyline, which I do want to do. Because she gives me TMs. I like the music a lot. Another issue with shinies that I have is... This was one I don't understand. But I kind of do. Shiny locking. You all know what shiny locking is. If you don't know what shiny locking is, don't worry, I'll explain it to you. So, shiny locking is the act of making a Pokemon that has a shiny unable to be shiny. A prime example is any legendary after what? Is it Gen 4, I think it is? I think any legendary after Gen 4 can no longer be shiny. Any event Pokemon cannot be shiny. These guys cannot be shiny. For some reason, the starters cannot be shiny in this generation. This music is really good. No, you dick. I don't have a way of putting you to sleep or paralyzing you. I think I'm going to have to worry about that here soon. I also think I need to stock up on timer balls. I have some timer balls, that's good. Third Ultra Ball. I did what? 4 or 5. Oh. 4 or 5 of the foul plays. Oh wait, no, I can check. 6. So this is turn 9. No, this is turn 10. Damn it. So close. But yeah, shiny locking is Game Freak's way of preventing us from having certain Pokemon be shiny. So that they can distribute it at events. Now, if these events were big money-making events, like you had to pay for them, I'd be pissed. But it would make a lot more sense from a business standpoint to do that. Yes. That was honestly the easiest one. Or the easiest I've had to deal with that one. Wo-Chien, it drains the life force from vegetation, causing nearby forests to instantly wither and fields to turn barren. I want to hug it. But the thing is, the game company doesn't even charge you for these events. They just make them happen sometimes at Game Freak, and then they barely announce them. You basically have to rig your news feed to have that pop up. Check their Twitter constantly, which, as we all know, I don't do. Probably their Facebook too, which once again I don't do. They should be making Pokemon announcements on YouTube, but I don't think they do. Now that I think about it. But yeah, like, it's kind of lame, in my opinion, to shiny lock a Pokemon, because if shinies were, for some reason, better or different stats, I would understand it, because it does add, that point it would add variety. But it's just a color, it's a palette change. That's all it is. There's no reason behind it. Besides desire. And even then, it's not worth extra money. Or shiny locking it for an event that is mediocre at best. So I feel like they should really just get away with shiny locking. If a person wants to waste like hours upon hours of their life restarting a game over and over again just to get a shiny of a specific Pokemon, let them. You already have their money. You are not going to make more money off of them just because you shiny lock the fucking Pokemon they want. Anyways, I'm going to call it here. God, I've started using Pokemon as a way to vent my frustrations with Pokemon. Ain't that some meta shit? But I'm going to call it here. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you can see more content like this in the future. And if you come back on the regular and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. Helps out a ton. I'm greatly appreciative. And if you share this with your friends, your family, your favorite tablet of ruin, I'd appreciate that as well. And as always, I will see you as we continue our adventures in Pokemon Violet, the Bug-type Gym Leader run. Bye-bye.